Hello everyone, welcome to our channel Code with Sunny, and in this video we will be talking about the easy problem sort array by parity. It is the second problem of the daily LeetCode challenge for the month of May. Okay, so this problem is related to brute force. You can also do the brute force approach to solve this problem, but that would take O of n time and O of n space. But here we would be discussing, like in this video we would be discussing the O of n time and O of 1 space efficient approach to solve this problem. So let's begin. Given an integer array nums, move all even integers at the beginning of this array followed by all the odd integers. Return any array that satisfies this condition. Okay, so let's look over the constraints. We can see the max length of the array is 5000. Even n squared O of n squared time solution can be accepted easily under these constraints. Okay, so let's understand what this problem is going to signify. So suppose we have an array array containing elements 3 1 2 4. Okay, and we need to sort this array such that all the even elements will come first. Let us denote it by e1, e2, e3 and so on. There exists some x amount of even elements followed by the odd elements. Let's denote it by o1, o2 and it goes on up to oy. There exist y amount of elements in this array such that x plus y is exactly equal to n. Okay, so the very simple approach, that is the very first approach that I will discuss right over here, is the brute force approach. In that approach, what you are going to do is you are going to iterate in this array, and whenever you will encounter an even element, that is the remainder obtained after dividing the element by 2 will be 0, then the element will be even. Then we will push back that even element into our vector. Let's call this as a store. Like first we will iterate through the entire array, and whenever we will encounter an even element, then only we are going to push back the element into our this vector store. And again we will be iterating the input array for the next time, and then whenever we will encounter an odd element, we will again push back that element into our this store vector. So you can easily observe that all the even elements are first pushed into the our answer vector, followed by all the odd elements are pushed into our answer vector, right? So this is one of the way that will take O of n time and O of n space, because we are iterating the array at most 2 times, and you are storing the answers in a n size vector. So there is also another approach. Let's talk about that. That would be our second approach. In this approach we will take a pointer j that will be present at 0. Okay, so whenever we will encounter an even element, we will swap the jth index element that is present in the input array with the current element, so that all the even elements are placed to the left of our input array. So whenever you will encounter an even element, what you will do is like swap the jth index element with the current index array of I. So what this will do is like it will replace the jth index element with the current value, that is array of I, which is even. Okay, and after doing that you have to increment j to the next position. This will ensure that all the even elements will be placed to the left of the input array, and whatever the elements will be left after the jth position, that will be our odd elements. So let's take an example and let's check it out whether it is working fine or not. Initially j is over this position, and now you're encountering a 3 which is odd, so you would skip it, and again 1 which is odd, you would skip it. So when you will encounter 2, you will swap the jth element with the current element, right? So after swapping, your array elements would look like this: 2 1 3 4, and our new position of j would be over here. So j will be at this position. Now you are working upon this position. Now you will encounter 4. You have to swap the elements present at jth position and ith position. So you will swap the elements this and this. So your new array would look something like this: 2, 4, 3, 1. Now you can see all the even elements are placed to the left of it, left of the input array, and then followed by all the odd elements. So this is the idea. So let me show the accepted code. So the time complexity is O of n because you're iterating the array at like exactly one time, and space complexity is O of 1 since you're not using any extra space. So n is nums dot size and j will be initialized with 0. Iterate through the input array, and whenever you will encounter an even element, you have to swap the jth position element with the current element, and you have to increment j along with. And finally return the input array, which is sorted according to the parity, which is all the even elements are placed to the left of the input array followed by odd elements. Okay, so if you guys have still any doubts, you can reach out to us through the comment section of the video, and thank you for watching this video.